Hello everyone, this is Moncef Afkir, and thank you so much for joining me in this new episode of Be in the Bridge podcast. And today's subject is trusting your intuition, especially in those situations when you don't understand the reason behind the messages you are receiving, and when initially it really doesn't make sense. And it can be challenging because we are used to trust what we see in the physical reality. We want some physical confirmation first, because in our journey into embracing our gifts, trusting our intuition, our intuitive messages that we receive, independently on the way you receive them. Sometimes we want more than just messages. We want some physical confirmations. But then because we have expectations on how those confirmations should appear, and we can receive messages from confirmations from the physical world. Sometimes it's like life is talking to us through experiences that we are put into unexpectedly. We hear something from someone that answers our questions. We can hear voices. It can be just a deeper knowing or feeling. So it can be in different ways. But because we are so much attached to our expectations on how those physical confirmations should appear, we have a hard time trusting our intuition. Take a deep breath. And also it can be challenging when we are feeling guided to take some action, behave in a certain way that feels like we are maybe giving up on others, giving up on people that trust us, maybe our family, our culture, like things like that. It feels like we are doing things that our ancestors, our friends, people we know, they are not used to, and maybe they don't agree with. And when we do that, we feel like if we follow our intuition, the guidance we receive, it feels like we are betraying them, because we don't have the bigger picture. And also from my experience over the years, like when we start following our hearts, following our guidance, our calling, we start walking our unique path. And sometimes we find ourselves doing things that others never did before. And so it can create like both. There is some kind of maybe separation of or feeling alone because others, they don't understand our path or our choices. But also we are afraid of the resistance that we can experience from others. And then we start questioning the intuitive messages we are receiving, whether they are true or not, and if they are worth following. Take a deep breath. And following your own unique path, but by following your heart, trusting your intuition, and acting on that when you feel guided to do that. It can be challenging. It can take a certain amount of courage. Because before, like the physical experience, the physical world, it's the only thing that for us, we think that it is the only real thing. But the more we trust, the more we follow our intuitions, our intuitive guidance, we start with time feeling that the spiritual aspects of ourselves, the connections we have on a spiritual aspects, we start recognizing that they are real, and you can feel them in different ways. It depends on each person, and we start giving them more importance, and also we allow others to react the way they do without taking things personally. It's like we are allowing others to make their own choices, because we want to be free to create the life that we want, to make the choices that we want. But also we need to give others freedom, and instead of expecting how they should react, how they should behave, it's like giving them space to see things the way they do, the way they choose to, and make the actions that and make the choices that they want. So that was the message for today. I hope it serves you. I would love to hear your perspective about that. You can type it on the comments section, and if the message resonates with you, I invite you to like the video and subscribe to YouTube channel or Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And so with that, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.